Hollywood is 100% fucked now. ... AsmondGold TV. 140,000 views, uploaded 1 hour ago. This guy got into YouTube by doing World of Warcraft videos and different bullshit. And gaming, and he lives in his attic, and he looks like, his room hasn't been cleaned in 1,000 years. Even though he could afford to buy a new room every day if he wanted to. He could buy a new home every day. This guy makes so much money. This guy makes $100K in a week. And just playing, this guy's at his computer playing video games. Let's see what's going on here.
I don't think that a lot of this is going to go public with P. Diddy, because a lot of the people, truth is that they're underage, right? And so they're not going to have a trial about underage sex crimes that go public.
Okay.
But man, it's looking real weird.
Since Diddy's arrest in September, many celebrities have been suspiciously quiet. Diddy was connected with almost everyone in the Hollywood elite and the music industry.
Yeah.
Almost every celebrity had met him at some point, and many had gone even further, joining his parties and perhaps even his crimes. In this day and age, silence is a celebrity's greatest enemy, and unfortunately many of them are learning this the hard way. Take for example LeBron James. Love him or hate him.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Man, he should not have said that. Why did you say that? There's no reason you had to say that.
LeBron is undeniably one of the biggest names in the NBA, holding 4 championships under his belt, being compared to Michael Jordan as the GOAT, and being declared an NBA All-Star 20 years in a row cements his mantle as the top of basketball.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he has been involved in some rumors lately, and it all happened with a single comment. During one of Diddy's live streams 4 years ago, the NBA star made a quick appearance and declared, "Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party."
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so...
Yeah, that's what's up.
At the time, no one thought much of the exchange.
Oh,
All
man.
it was a pair of celebrities
Of all the
hyping
things
each other
to
up,
say.
and LeBron had no idea how damning those words would be, nor how quickly his fellow athletes would turn on him because of them. During the build-up to a fight against Joaquin Buckley, Colby Covington made some scathing comments about LeBron. At the time, LeBron James had suddenly stepped down from his team for...
I think that to say that LeBron James was in on it or knew about it is kind of unfair. And I'm sure P. Diddy did have parties, and he did have people at parties that may have been present when weird and bad things were happening. But they might not have necessarily known about it. Like, I remember I've been at parties before, and there was one time people were doing drugs, and I didn't even know that. I was somewhere else, I wasn't paying attention. But I found out later on somebody was doing drugs there. Sure. I just don't know.
Personal reasons. This seemed to come out of nowhere. He was also taking a break from social media at the same time. It might have been a coincidence, especially since LeBron was nursing a foot injury, but other people didn't think so. Any other time, people would never have blinked an eye at this. He's at the top of his game, maybe he just needs a break. However, LeBron's break began shortly after a clip of the live stream with him and Diddy started making the rounds, and the whole thing just seemed too fishy. And Covington held no punches. During the press conference, the UFC fighter deemed James as a scumbag for his past comments and starts on certain political issues. And then he went on to voice his confusion about why people thought of him as a role model, and finished by telling the NBA player that he hoped he got locked up in the same cell as Diddy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he wants to defund the police, the most patriotic people in America. Yeah, I do think that if I ever hear somebody saying they want to defund the police, I immediately take everything that they say much less seriously.
To LeBron.
I wish that we could have a person, if Trump could do a thing where anybody who is in favor of defunding the police, I would be willing to pay more taxes to pay for a one-way trip for them to live in a country with no police. I think that would be perfect. Total problem solved. You don't like the police? Okay, go over there.
It was a very intense
Greenland?
speech. Full Send MMA followed it with an interview a few days later.
Yeah.
During the interview, Covington commented on how odd James's radio silence was, and demanded to know where he'd actually gone.
You guys the other day, media day. Now all of a sudden he's went radio silent. He's taking an indefinite leave and he's nowhere to be found. So where'd you go, LeBron? Why'd you leave? You have something to hide?
And he's not the only celebrity who's called out LeBron James for the livestream comments. Sean Strickland also shared his thoughts on the matter on X.
He shares his thoughts on every matter.
That's
He
true.
talks about, this guy, Yeah, he's talking about shit all the time.
where he would deem LeBron James as spineless.
I mean, you are too,
yeah,
Asmond.
forever attending Diddy's parties.
Don't be
closing
capping.
off with an also unflattering comment
I
about
bet him and Machine Gun Kelly were Puff's bottom bitches. Oh my god!
LeBron James's role in those parties.
Yeah.
Other people have tried to defend LeBron James or insisted that people wait until the law has decided on
Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Foss. I've seen him in person before, driving a Benz truck. Go on.
the matter, but speculations are impossible to stop. And while nothing has been confirmed, LeBron James's lack of response to the accusations really hasn't helped his case. And the fact that he suddenly left the spotlight raises people's suspicions even more, as most people felt that this break came way too soon straight after the Diddy allegations to be a coincidence. As what other reason would he have to avoid social media than bad press? But for now, people are erring on the side of caution. But LeBron...
I think also for... Man. Yeah. Anyway, I think also the reason is because
why do you pause there?
LeBron shared a lot of political views that people did.
Why do you pause there? What do the comments say? He's one of us. Why was it quiet for so long? Colosseum. Balls. Baldy. Baldy. Embrace baldness.
Disagreed with. So now people...
He has the itis before or after the allegations, do you think? Transparent. Finasteride vape in his pocket. Nice bald spot. Follically challenged. Okay.
will have more of a reason to go even harder that he's like not talking about it. So like there's like a secondary reason for it as well.
Hairline from Turkey. Not sure what that means. Le bald. I don't get it. Don't trust a basketball player with tattoos. Might be onto something. Gotta go to Turkey. Le bald James. Must be the stress of what he did. Makes sense. Makes sense.
definitely isn't the only celebrity catching strays from Diddy's case, as Jay-Z has also felt the consequences of his choice of friends when he received his own bout of accusations.
Oh, yeah.
In October, amid the numerous allegations against Diddy, one stood out amongst the rest. A young girl who was sexually assaulted by a trio of celebrities. The initial suit only listed Diddy,
Open
referring
debate.
to the other two perpetrators as Celebrity A, male, and
I'm on 9 to
Celebrity B,
5.
female.
Who do
This
you
is 9
think
to
they
5
were,
ritual
guys?
sucks.
Who do you guys think it was?
However, after an attempt to keep things anonymous, the defendant amended the suit. On the 8th of December, Jay-Z was the first celebrity linked to Diddy's alleged illegal activities. According to the allegations filed, the now 37-year-old Jane Doe was determined to get into the VMAs in
37. So that would be, if she's 13, that would be 24 years ago. Wow.
2000. It was on her bucket list, and while she didn't have a ticket,
Yeah.
she was